Welcome back. We're going to continue using the first exercise, so if you close it, now is a good time to open it. We're going to continue with this little puppy, okay? Remember that you can come to File Open in case you close it, or if you left it open, let's continue with it. Pause if you need the time to pause. So, one other thing that we have, remember that I asked and requested to open this window or to have it available really close to you, is because the difference that we have from other software, you can have a preview of all the pages that are part of the document. We have something that is called Parent. When I was studying, it was called Master Page. Now it's called Parent. And we have 1, 2, and 3. You can see here the A letter. And you can have different parents. This means that you can be capable to define different styles. That means that something that you place in one page is going to, be always in the same area or the same location. Let's take a look at how it works. So please, right now, double click where it says Pages. Now, let's double click it here. When you double click it, it has to be white. If you have the dog, you are not inside Master Pages or Parent Pages, okay? We're going to have this. So at this side, we're going to have even numbers, pares. In this side, we're going to have odd numbers, impares, okay? Now, what else do we have? That means that everything that I place, a master page is going to define something that is going to be available in all pages. Example, in all even pages, I want to have a circle. So I'm going to have a circle here. The tool is just like we have seen in Illustrator, okay? I'm going to draw it here. The color can be available in different ways. As we have seen in Photoshop and Illustrator, you can have it in the toolbar, you can have it in the upper menu, or you can have it in the floating window that you have here. I'm going to focus on the one that we have at the right. I'm going to click the one that says swatch. So this one is going to be pink and I don't want to have a stroke around it, okay? I'm going to place it here. And maybe for the odd pages, I want to have my name. Why not? The text tool works the same and alike that we have seen in Illustrator. That means if you click it and you drag it, you're capable to define a box where you're going to place all the text. So I'm going to type down Brenda. Let me get closer so you can take a look to it. It says Brenda. Now, as we have seen in Illustrator, at the top we can define, for example, the font that we're going to be using. These are the fonts that are available in my computer, but remember that you can download from DaFont, font.com, freakfont.com, scrollfont.com, even Google Font. They have really nice and beautiful fonts like Montserrat is really nice. So here you can download the font that you prefer. I'm going to use something that is bold, so it's going to be easy for you to take a look to it. This one, but that is too old. Let me use this one. Now, the difference that we have between the text in Illustrator and Photoshop is that we have extra information that is not commonly available in Illustrator. First of all, we're going to see that the frame, it has this. This is telling me that it's text, okay? This is an indication that you are using and managing text. Then we see this O at the bottom in this font that I am using. That means that this is an open type font. There are two available fonts, True Type font and Open Type font. The True Type font was created for the Mac users, and the Open Type font is for Mac and PC users, okay? It's just like who was first, Coke or Pepsi? The first one was Open Type fonts, and then we have the Pepsi True Type fonts. Like the PC was the first one, and then we have a Mac. Now, this is a frame. That means that you can make it smaller, but even though you change the frame, doesn't mean that you are changing the size. As you can see here, I'm trying to change it, but nothing is going on. If you want to change the size, you have to double click it. And then, as you have all the options at the top, you're capable to select the size that you need. For example, this one. Now, if this happens to you, don't panic. We have to understand what's going on in my document. Now, remember that I have a small frame, really, really small. So this is telling me that it's not visible, but it's right there. Now, remember that I told you that the software is friendly? Take a look to the bottom. In my case, it says that it is one mistake or one error. So in case this happened to you, always click Preflight, and then they're going to tell you that there is overset text, a text frame in the master page A. So this is important. So you, in case you are making a design and you get lost about where is the text, it's just telling me that the frame is smaller than the size of the text that I selected. If I'm not wrong, I selected 45, right? So this red icon, or this one that is just right here, this one, is telling me that there is text, but it's not visible. So I have to expand, I have to expand the frame, and here I have it. This one is like Bob Esponja font, right? Now, this is the one that I like, the font. If you want to get close, you can use the zoom tool. If you want to get, zoom out, you can press Command 0. Now I'm going to place the text right here. That means that for odd pages, my name is going to be always at that side. Let me place it like this, the alignment. So I'm going to place the Preflight here because I'm going to be using it for explaining you the use of the software. So we have this and we have the pink. Now remember that right now I am at the parent pages, okay? I am not doing the design right here. I'm just defining, for example, where is going to be located some graphics, or where is going to be located the page number of the document. How can I do that? First of all, you have to select the T tool, the text tool. Then you have to define a frame. I just did a frame right here. Then you're going to the top menu, type, insert a special character, and here you're going to see that there are different types of characters that you can insert. You can insert a bullet, ellipses, paragraph symbol, markers, hyphens, quotation marks, and so on. What do I want right now is the page number of the document, correct? So imagine that you have to create a book and the book has 300 pages. You can't waste time placing the number in each page, right? You have to place it in the master page. So in this case, which one should I select? Current page number, next page number, previous page number? We're going to select this. If you want to do the shortcut, it's a little bit complicated because you need 4 fingers to do it. You need Option, you need Caption, Command, and N. So in case it's hard for you, you can follow these steps and then find it. Automatically, an A is going to appear. You don't have to type it at all. Automatically it's going to appear right there for you. Now here you're going to define, for example, the style and the size and everything that you want. I'm going to use Helvetica, and the size is going to be 15. Okay. I'm going to place it wherever I want it to be placed. Now, one thing that is really important is that when you're creating page numbers, sometimes you're using 3 digits or 2 digits. That means that it's not going to be from 0 to 9. Sometimes you're going to use from 10 to 99 and then 100 to 1000, right? So you always have to keep that into consideration for leaving the space right here. If you want to change the alignment, double click it and automatically the paragraph option is going to be available here at the top. In case it's not, Window, we're going to select Type and Tables, and here you're going to have the option Paragraph. Okay, so I'm trying to give you some tips in case something wrong happens and you don't have to panic at all. Okay, I'm going to place it right here. So I'm going to align it to the right, and maybe I'm going to keep this like this, a little bit bigger. Again, this is telling me that this is a text, open type font. Okay, now let's see what I have done. I'm going to go back where it says pages. You can see the A and you can see this. Let's see if it works. Now I'm going to double click the one that has the dog. Now you're going to say, Brenda, something is wrong. I can't see the number, or I can't see the text, or I can't see the information that you place. But let me tell you that there it is. If you select the photo and you move it, you're going to see that it's just behind. Okay, so every time you're going to do design, consider this, because sometimes you're going to be covering the information that you want. Okay, so remember that this is for odd pages, right? Impares. So let's see, page number 2 is going to have the red purple circle, and this one is going to have number 3. You see, remember that I just placed the number here. I never made it here. Let's do it. I'm going to go back to the parent page. I'm going to double click it. What I can do after I placed the current page number is that I can duplicate it. Okay, remember that you don't type the A. It has to appear once you make like the comment. But what I'm going to do right now is Option, hold it, drag it, and I'm duplicating it. Okay, and now I'm going to place it here. Instead of having in pink color, in black color, I'm going to do it in white. Now, in Illustrator, you have the white color. In InDesign, you have the paper. As usually you are going to print it, the paper is white. That's why it says paper. Okay? I'm going to change the alignment as I did before, but in this case to the left. Or maybe I'm going to align it to the middle, right? To the center, because I want it to be in the center of this. So let's see what I have done. I'm going to go to this one, and you can see I have page number 2 and page number 3. That's how you use the master pages. Now, if I want to add more pages, if I want to delete, there are 2 ways to do it. One is going to the top menu where it says Layout, Pages, and here you have these options: add, insert, move, and so on. If you don't like it this way, you can come here to File and then select the option Document Setup. As you can see here, you can select how many pages, the margin, and so on. So it's up to you, which one do you prefer? Right now I'm going to use this one, and then I'm going to use the other one in the top menu so you can see which one fits your needs and your preferences, okay? So instead of 3, I'm going to type down 12. Now this is amazing because you're going to see that the numbers are going to be placed automatically. You don't have to do it by yourself, okay? Now imagine that you already place information in the document, and then they tell you, we don't want to have page 8 and page 9 in the document. We have to delete it. So there are 3 ways to delete it. One of them is by selecting the spread, the 2 pages. Come to the Pages window and select Trash Can. Boom. Automatically, page 8 and 9 are going to be deleted. But guess what? You still have 8 and 9 here. Why? Because they deleted the information but not the numbering. Okay? This is important. Now, if you don't like doing this because you get confused and you're like, oh, I can mess it up, the other way to do it is by going to the top menu. I'm going to delete the last one, okay? The last page is number 10. Layout, Pages, Delete Pages, and here, as I have it already selected, you can see that here is blue. Here it says page number 10. I'm going to delete it, okay? So right now I'm going to have like the cover and this. One important thing when you're about to print something is that you have to think about multiples of 4. Why? Because when you print in both sides, the result is always going to be 4. It can't be 6. It can't be 7, okay? You can see, for example, all the books that are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and so on, okay? So we have to think in multiples of 4 if you're going to print it. If you're going to do it digital, it doesn't really matter because it depends how many clicks you want the user to do inside the document. So we have seen right now how to create a master page and why it's so important, because it's going to help us to do the numbering, for example, for the document, and it's going to help us, we're not going to be wasting time. It's going to help us to do something extra with that extra time. So if you have any question or doubt, let me know. See you in the following video.